Hello, 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 beautiful people. Just trying to get myself together for you as you roll on in. My name is Sonia Marie, and today is February 6th, 2023. How you feeling today? What's going on in your neighborhood? As people roll on in, I'm going to remind you that this is a dual broadcast. Yep. For the month of February, I am going to broadcast a little bit on Instagram as well as here over on YouTube to give folks a little chance on Instagram to come on over to YouTube because, again, I don't think they know what we be doing up in the place. So, here is my little introduction in hopes that those on Instagram, how you doing? Rolling on in. Anais is here. What's happening with you, honey? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but Jesus. Oh shit. Deborah is here. What's up, Danielle? Come on over to YouTube, everybody on Instagram. I appreciate you as Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. And to the folks on YouTube already rolling in. What's going on, sweet tea? Angela Hill, Malika is here. Neil. What is happening? Medea, I got a message from you. I have to return. I won't do that publicly, but we'll talk about it. What's going on, Giselle? What's happening, D King? So good that you are rolling on. And look at this. These delectables. Is here. Akio. I hope I pronounced that right. What's up, Roxy? Here's Danielle. What's going on, sweet Taurus? I appreciate y'all being here again and 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 again. The bubble. I heard some drums coming up behind that. Again and 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 again. What's up, Mika? How you doing? All right, y'all. As I get it started. I had a little scratch in my throat trying to pull the drums through my vocal cords. As we get started, I want to remind y'all to please donate to the channel if you can. There's my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal information in the description box below the video. Also, Instagram, there's some information too in my bio if you want to donate at any time. If you do not want to donate and that's not in your bag right now, I understand that totally and completely. But please do me a favor. In efforts to grow my channel, can you please share this information via a link, send it to a friend, call her or him and be like, hey, Sonia's on, you should check her out, kind of thing. Any support that you can give a sister, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Come on and do that thing. Listen, also, I want y'all to be reminded of an awesome workshop that's going down at Soul Supreme Studios here in Los Angeles. So if you're in the Los Angeles area and you'd like to meet me in person, come on over to Soul Supreme Studio. Why? This weekend, we're doing an awesome love, connection, intimacy, per astrology type of workshop, right? I'll pull up your chart or have your chart be, have your chart devised and erected, however you want to say it, given to me, and then we'll go into some specifics in regards to your chart. I also got the hit this morning as I was doing this. I got the hit that possibly maybe there's some information that wants to come through the ethers from other people's peoples. So I am going to open up a little bit this weekend and kind of do a little pivot off of astrology at some point and give personal readings. Now, when we do that in a public situation, we should know, and I will reaffirm this, that all the information that's shared will be sacred. It's not that I'm going to give you an hour reading per person that's in there. That's not what's going down. So don't be greedy. But the bottom line is whatever comes through and it needs to come through for you, I will offer up some type of services within, or I should say some type of information and guidance within the workshop environment. Sonia, get your head together. Hey, everybody on Instagram, please come on over to YouTube at Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. I'd love for you to come over there, trying to get more people to come on to the channel so we can share as much information as possible, all right? We'll keep you on for a little bit, and then I'm going to shut you down, as I always do. What's up, El Bell? Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Oh, you rave about me all the time. Oh, Giselle, you know I love you. I actually am going to start a another installment of the Village Hut soon and very soon. So be on the lookout for that. This particular Village Hut is going to be pretty, I should say, is going to be shortened. It was 6 months before, and I think I'm only going to make it 2 months this time, but I'm going to give people the opportunity to learn astrology in the way in which I have learned it and the way I like to teach it. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll let y'all know when to sign up, okay? Your comments are turned off on YouTube. I don't know why, sweetie pie. That's not everybody else is commenting, so I'm not sure. Maybe that's your particular channel, or I should say your settings that you might have to revisit. Everybody else on YouTube, okay? Anybody having problems with comments or anything of such, please let me know some kind of way. I'd appreciate that. So if you want to stay here, KO Universe 63 on Instagram for a little while, you can do that. Okay. I will be shutting y'all down in a little bit, just a touch. Let's get things started. Y'all good over there? All right, sweetie. Thank you, El Bell. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait for the 6th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat. Y'all know we're going to Costa Rica this year, and that shit was filled within a good week. That's for ding dong damn sure. However, if you feel like you're going to get some coins and you feel the need to come in and join us, please hit me up at wordlifeastrology@gmail.com if you'd like to get on the if you want to get on the waiting list. I'm trying to keep them as intimate as possible. We have 22 people going. If I opened it up, truly, it would have been more than 30. But to be quite honest with you, we are, I'm doing my best to keep things intimate for our retreats. I find that I can touch everybody a little bit better. I can service people. I can have conversation. I can teach a whole lot better when it comes to workshopping and stuff like that. So that's why I'm keeping it at such a low number. But we are going to head up these retreats for the next couple of years or so. So if you can't come this year, you can come in next year. I'd appreciate that before Spirit shuts it all the way down and Sonja's off doing something different, because that's how I am. All right, y'all want to talk about what's going on this week? Again, you want to come to the workshop this week, let me know. Hit up the Eventbrite link below, talking about astrology and love, doing mini readings and stuff like that. I'd love to see y'all there. I just wanted to reiterate because a few people came on in and y'all need to know about this thing on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube, please, because I'm shutting you down in a minute. What's up, Carlicia? Nice to see you, honey bun. You coming out, Belle, buying her ticket on Thursday. All right, Costa Rica, here we come. All right, let's talk about this week because this may appeal to a few people. And I only say that because I do know that there's a lot of Virgos that come on YouTube, and this is your week in a sense. Remember, the moon travels very closely to our planet. It's the closest entity. So when the moon goes in any sign, it's almost like that vibration is heading up the situation, the environment, the stadium, the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? And trying to adjust to its emotional waves in and out. So we're going to be talking about that in and around what's happening with Virgo energy. But the biggest takeaway that I received by taking my notes, my astrology notes, excuse me, for this week is that it's about logic, truly, trying to make some decisive decisions, and also about taking some risks and jumping off a thing, jumping off into a thing. Maybe not having all the information, knowing that you have to do a thing because it's time. So in any case, it's not like, sometimes I feel, Squirrel, I really want to say this. Sometimes I feel like I'll be repeating information and I need a new vocabulary. That's for days on sure. Because I feel like there's a lot of the same things are happening. But at the same time, even if we're doing the same things truly, and we're focused on the same things, I don't know if this is I don't know if you recognize this in your life, but even if you're doing the same things, it's always different as you get closer to a thing. It's always different as you can smell the aroma. Like you'll walk 5 miles and you know you're walking 5 miles to get to the pizza joint, but on the journey of walking the 5 miles, you start to see different things. You see a new store that comes up, you meet a friend that comes up, you can smell the pizza and you're getting excited. Like every time you inch closer and closer to what it is that is yours, the journey becomes different. So thank you for allowing me to spin it in that way, Spirit, because I do feel redundant sometimes, again, using the same words and what it is that we're doing and being called to do. But at the end of the day, it's the journey, right? And it's the things that you realize and recollect that come off of you that that you learn throughout the journey that makes it even better, and it makes it different on some level. All right, enough of that. I want y'all to come over to YouTube, everybody on Instagram, Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page, because I will be shutting you down in a minute. Let's talk about what's going on this week, okay? So it is that logical decision making versus the need to explore. And I want y'all, in my opinion, this is the way I feel. I would like for you and for me to jump on in that thing the best way possible. Let me show you how. Today is Monday. I said, like I said, the moon is going to go into Virgo at 4:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, we're right there. Actually, the moon just went into Virgo because on the east side of life is 4:18. Am I right? So the moon just went into Virgo. However, before it did that, of course, and naturally, it was in Leo. And when it was in Leo, like early this morning, it was opposition Saturn. So you probably woke up trying to balance the need to work and still do work for the collective. And what I mean by that is that this morning, possibly maybe you woke up with a little ego twinge. Is that the word, twinge? A little ego something, like feeling like I got to get up, I got to roll here, I got to do this. But then you get a call, you get a text, you get some information that comes through. It's like, yeah, before you do that, you got to do this for the family. Before you do that, you got to do these for your bosses. Before you do that, before you do you. And see, sometimes when that happens, especially when the moon is in Leo, our ego gets a little bit out of whack. You know, I don't want to do that for nobody else. I don't want to do that, blah, 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 blah. Remember, Leo energy, when it's dealt with trying to bring a balance, opposition, or when it's dealt with trying to go through some kind of challenges like a square or an irritation like a quincux, Leo can turn into a brat. A straight brat. Those on Instagram, come on over to YouTube in a little bit, okay? Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page, because I will be shutting you down in a minute. We talk about a lot of information and astrological and spiritual connections over there. So come on and do yourself a favor. I appreciate you. So that's a real deal, because that Leo energy, again, can turn into a brat. It can be a little bossy. It can push some things. I don't want to do this for you because I got shit to do for me. Hey. Nobody is saying that we can't have self-love. We can't have self-care, but we don't have to have ego and add ego to a thing. That's a whole nother vibration and a whole nother conversation, because then that feels like in some way you've been asked out. I'm not going to do for the collective, as Saturn and Aquarius suggest. I'm not going to do for the collective. I'm going to do for me. You feel asked out? The brat wants to come up because you feel like you've been slighted? Well, here's the deal about that. If you feel like you've been slighted, you feel like you've been duped, it's because of you. It's because of you not setting some healthy emotional boundaries to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that on Monday between 12 and 3, but you can hit me up at 3:30. It's on you, boo-boo. It's on you to set the standards. Squirrel, I had a conversation with somebody in the last couple of days, and how they were suggesting, I've been paying for this for my sister. I've been taking care of her children. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. And although we may have had this conversation before, as they were talking, they were really, really proud of killing themselves, like on some real shit. Like it was admirable to them to be able to be the breadwinner for everybody in the family. But at the same time, your knuckles are gray. But at the same time, you got bags under your eyes. At the same time, you can't go out with your friends and have fun. You can't have a really, really good laugh and pee on yourself and release all kind of expressions that need to be expressed because you're too busy taking care of everybody else. Y'all see where I'm going? Ego wants you to save people. Ego wants you to be somebody's rescue. Ego says, I am a superhero and I have the opportunity. I got the resources. I got the money. I got the information. I have all of these things to assist you in the best way possible. Dun, 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 dun. I can do that. I feel like I have my superhero shirt on today. It's actually a dress, y'all. A shirt turned into a dress. But this shirt makes me feel like a dun, 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 kind of feel. I have no idea why. But the bottom line is that's not admirable. It's not admirable. Moon in Leo going against this Saturn shit. It's not admirable for you to kill yourself for other people, you know? And it's definitely because Leo energy wants to be the hero, for sure, right? It's in competition like that against all other heroes, for sure. And it's in competition with itself to see how much more I can do. Don't kill yourself, is all I'm trying to say. So if you had that feeling this morning where I'm going to pull back, I'm going to create these boundaries, good for you. Just don't turn into the brat. And you may feel that throughout this day too, because the moon always, even though it fluctuates and went into a whole nother vibration, you'll still get some semblance of that moon that just passed as it hits Saturn because the degrees are still close. Just want to let you know that. I also today, Monday, Mercury sextiles Neptune. Visualizing your dreams. Strategize what you intuit. Sing and or write your song, literally and figuratively. I want to sip on that. You know why? Because it felt really good writing that sing or write your song part. Even though you're not a singer, even though you're not a writer, even though you don't perform, even though you're no close to being an artist, sing or write your song means to express yourself in the way that you deem you want to express yourself from the deepest parts of you. Why? Because Neptune is there. And Neptune is all about going deep. Neptune is all about connecting to the unseen. Neptune is all about tapping into your imagination. Neptune is about creating things from nothing. Neptune is about everything that you can feel, but you can't touch. And when that's connected to the mind is a literal creature, you dig? The mind says, yo, I need some logic. I need some rationale. I need to put some words to the imagination. Well, okay, utilize them both. It's a beautiful thing when the imagination and the brain can come together, because soon after that, you got some kind of product. Soon after that, you have a new business. Soon after that, you have a doctrine that you're saying that you're going to live by. So what's your song? What are your words that you want to profess? What's the communication that you want to get off your chest, whether it's to yourself or somebody else? Like, what are you singing? What are you writing? What are you about? What do you want to be about? That's the point. And as Mercury, again, touches Neptune, Neptune says, sky's the limit, baby. Neptune is Pisces' planet, and Neptune is in Pisces. So Neptune is like, Sonya, get the words. Neptune is like, sky's the limit, because we go deep. We go deep and we go wide, we go far to places that people don't even want to go. Not like Scorpio deep. That's mystery deep. Neptune deep is like out through the stratosphere type of deep. Like, you're not going to catch up with them because supernova is way on the other side of the 1700 galaxy that you will never see again. I'm just saying, wake up to your own imagination and communicate it. Write about it, planned around it, become disciplined with it. Write your song, y'all. The doctrines of what it is that you're going to stand on from a spiritual perspective, and how you're going to live that thing, how you're going to body that thing. Mind, body, and soul. Body. Did I say body? How you gonna body that? Another thing that's happening today, Monday, sort of towards the end of the day, the moon is going to quincunx Pluto. Oh, that's when it's in Leo. So we're still gonna feel that shit. Why? Because it's gonna quincunx Leo, but the moon is quincunx in Pluto. So here's the deal: ego and or the need to express your will can irritate and or threaten your power or somebody else's power. Again, the moon in Leo, when it is quincunxed or challenged with any planet, but definitely with Pluto, it's about sparking some kind of ego. That's for ding dong damn sure. Because Pluto is a Tasmanian devil, y'all. Pluto is that little fucking bully that comes into class at 4 feet 5 and shit, walking in going, I'm the one, I'm gonna change you, I'm gonna bully you, I'm gonna intimidate you, I'm more powerful than you, I can beat up all your cousins. It's like, really? Can you really? Pluto, sit down. But here's the thing about Pluto. Pluto is mighty, it's small. It may not look like it's going to do some destruction, but once it start whipping like Tasmanian devil, all the destruction is going to grow and build up around it without a care in the world. Pluto don't give a fuck. Once it starts destroying shit and transforming shit, you can forget about it. So if the moon is prompting Pluto on some irritating level to blow shit up, you may want to count to 10 when you talk today, before you emote today. Again, again, stay out of the space of being the brat. It's all about me. It's all about me. Leo energy is like that. I'm just going to say that. Why? Because it's ruled by the motherfucking sun. So the Leo's energy says, yo, I'm the sun, motherfucker. I'm coming into space doing what I do best, and that's shining bright. You don't see that? Pluto's like, nah, I don't see it. I don't care. I'm over here trying to transform shit with power on a practical level. Sit down somewhere. And there starts the contention. You dig what I'm saying? So if power comes up on you, you don't have to be egotistical about it and get all bent out of shape. Sometimes, again, let people win. Sometimes walk around them. Sometimes you have to say, yo, I see you trying to flex and that shit is cute, but you need to be quiet before it turns into something different. And you can say these things naturally and nicely. We don't need confrontation to speak our truth. We do not need to fall into confrontation in order to speak our truth and have our truth be said and heard and to transform some shit, Pluto style, into powerful change for ourselves. You dig that? I said a lot. I hope y'all got that. On Tuesday, tomorrow, the moon goes into Virgo. Here we go. We're going to start Tuesday off. The half of Tuesday is the moon is going to be in Virgo, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday, and I think part of Friday. Nope. Just some of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But that's the better part of your work week. So you need to honestly know what this moon in Virgo is doing. So let's slide on into that thing. Now, on Tuesday, in the beginning of the morning, that moon in Virgo goes up against Jupiter because Jupiter is in Aries. Have you ever seen an Aries and a Virgo get together? I don't know if anybody in here has. Hands up. Yes, yes, y'all. It's a really interesting combination because Virgo is all about, again, getting that detail, getting and discriminating and analyzing certain things. I always said, and I said this weekend, if we didn't have Virgos on this planet, this world would be a mess. It would be a mess. It would be a stone cold piece of trash. Why? Because they pay attention to the details. They pay attention to the corners. They pay attention to what everybody else will kind of overlook or do not deem to be important. That's Virgo's energy. However, sometimes that Virgo energy can get into denial when things are not perfect, and that Virgo energy can get a little thrown off as it's trying to be perfect. And once it goes into denial, it just disregards all the things that it needs to do in order to get better. Did you hear what I said? Virgo energy has a very, very interesting and convenient way of putting on blinders so it does not see its own mistakes. Because if it sees its own mistakes, then it's imperfect. And Virgo energy does not want to admit its imperfections. The reason why I'm harping on that is because tomorrow, when that emotional need in Virgo that doesn't want to admit its imperfections heads up with Jupiter in Aries, trying to quick like dark light give you blessings, give you rewards, throw it your way, and you sitting there like, well, I mean, let me figure it out. Let me deny some things. That Jupiter and Aries, like, I ain't got time to sit here and have a conversation with you. Here are the blessings, motherfucker. Like, take the Skittles, take all these opportunities, do what you can do, and go through the details later. You know what I mean? It's something like, do you want this money? Do you want this money? Is what Jupiter is saying. Do you want this? You want to get better? You want to grow? You want to take risks? You want to go further? And the moon in Virgo is sitting there irritating all the blessings that's coming its way, going, wait, hold on. Let me see what color it is. Hold on. Let me see what size it is. I mean, hold on. Let me see where we're going to be able to take this in another year, 2, 5 years. We got time for that. So understand that sometimes and oftentimes we have to allow the blessings to come to us. Actually, sometimes pocket those blessings, take a breather, and then see how you're going to assimilate that shit in your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because going against Jupiter, you may again miss the blessings, miss the opportunities, and we don't want that. Thank you for all the thumbs up. 18 people. Wait, it's 41 people in here, and y'all gave me 18 likes. Y'all don't like what I'm saying? Leo rise. I'm a bully. Y'all don't like what I'm saying? Eyebrow, exclamation. Give me some likes over here on YouTube. I appreciate that thing. Even if it's just half of a like. You know what I mean? Fake it. Why? Only because when YouTube sees that I'm getting these likes, they can put me up in the algorithm a little bit more, and more people can come to this channel, and this truth in which I believe is the light and the way coming through my mouth and my being can be shared with more people. All right? What's up, Wildberry? Nice to see you in here, sweetie pie. I'd love for you to come on over to YouTube. I keep threatening I'm going to shut y'all down, and I will in a couple of minutes. I'm doing a D nice. I'm going to shut you down in about 5 minutes, 15 minutes later. All right, so let's keep it going. Tomorrow, cuidado. Here comes this Virgo moon in contention again with what now? Mars. Mars is in Gemini, right? Right now. It's going direct, as we know, and it's allowing us to pop off so many different projects. It's allowing us to be movers and shakers, to negotiate a thing, to make things happen and compartmentalize some things. Gemini energy, it's allowing us to be great communicators, compartmentalizing, did I say that already? Being sociable, highly sociable, yes. And that's the way we are, again, executing. That's the way we're making love, because Mars has to do with sex. So we probably got crushes on a couple of different people, by the way, or maybe you cheated on somebody. I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm just saying Mars is in Gemini and you may get an edge and an itch for something different. Watch yourself, check yourself before you wreck yourself, kind of situation. But the bottom line is that if Mars in Gemini is doing all these things in which I am portending, the moon in Virgo don't like it, because the moon in Virgo was like, wait, hold on, we're loyal. Don't fuck around on him or her. But the moon in Virgo was like, details, bitch. You got the phone connected to the iPad, connected to the computer, connected to the TV. They gonna find out we was cheating. That's some Virgo bullshit right there, going against that Mars and Gemini trying to be a player. Holy shit. Did anybody else catch that other than me and my crazy ass astrology ass? Sometimes I'll have conversations with my friends and I think they just be soliciting information from me trying to learn astrology, but I know their game. So we get into an astrology conversation. Everybody wants astrology information from me. It's okay. But here's the deal. We get into an astrology conversation, and before I can even give the punchline, I'm crying, screaming, hollering inside my head, sometimes out loud, and they don't get the joke. And I'm wondering if I just put y'all in that category. Did you get the joke? Did you get the joke? The joke is this Mars and Gemini is going to be in this player, but this moon in Virgo is like, wait a minute, we got to look perfect. Wait a minute, you got to have some details. Wait a minute, you can't do that thing, right? That's a square. That's a contention. That's really, and that's just one example, right? But again, going back to a more general situation and not just cheating and fucking around on somebody, but going back to a general situation, Mars and Gemini is like fire off in so many different ways. And the moon in Virgo can get hella confused by Gemini's need to ping, let's do it. Let's do it. You got that? You get multitasking all the way. That moon in Virgo is like, this too much. I'm about to go on fucking overload right now. I got smoke going out my ears. Do y'all get this? Y'all get this? So you got to slow down a little bit before you wreck yourself. What I put right here, it says scattered and overly analyzed emotions confuses your execution, and you may begin to drop the ball. Don't drop the ball for the need for discriminating and analyzing what you're actually doing. Don't drop the ball. Here's the solution to that on tomorrow. Some things you have to gather that are detailed oriented, that need to be listed, that are organized, and then let it go. Then do what you can do and let it go. Don't try to come back and comb over the details after you execute it and then try to take a chance to go, oh, wait a minute, let me fix that. Oh, wait a minute, let me check this. No, once it's done, it's done. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once it's over, it's over. Otherwise, here comes a scattered, weird-ass, barbed wire fence type of reality that the moon in Virgo can spin you off into. Does that make sense to everybody? You're kind of quiet on YouTube. I don't know if y'all hear me or what's happening over there. I just want to make sure that you are alive and you're well and you are comprehending what's coming through my mouth. I appreciate that. Yes, y'all, is good enough. Also tomorrow, that moon in Virgo is opposition Venus. Now, this is when you can utilize the balance, right? This is when, if you find that Virgo energy coming onto the planet and making you kind of scattered, when you find that Virgo energy coming out on you this week and you're like, let me get the details, let me figure it out, let me understand, let me make sure I'm perfect. Oh my God, I'm slipping into denial because I don't see it. Tap into Venus in Pisces. Why? Because Venus in Pisces is all about the unconditional love of a thing. It's about the forgiveness of a thing. Whereas the moon in Virgo, again, is about the details. And remember, there are oppositions, Virgo and Pisces is. So I put utilize and balance out the scatteredness with unconditional love, with ease and flow, with forgiveness, with joy, with knowing that intuitively everything that is yours, and everything that is not is not. It's just not. How about I bully 30 people to put their thumbs up or less than that? I'm saying I bullied you, but I know I did. And I know you love me over there on YouTube. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. You working, but you listening? All right. You got me on the TV like I'm on TV. Hey, Instagram, I'm giving y'all a nice little run here. Please and very please come on over to YouTube. It's Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page, because I'm going to shut you down, clown, in a minute after we finish Tuesday. Check this out. The moon, like I said, is opposition at Venus and Pisces. Again, looking for the intuitive connection in order to balance out the weird scattered Virgo moon situation and the need to be perfect, right? But as you do that, here's that moon in Virgo also trining Uranus. Ooh, that's a nice little buildup. Why? Because once you ease the scatteredness out, once you figure it out and go, okay, there's some risks I'm going to have to take. Gemini style, I'm just going to have to throw it to the wind. Gemini energy is very, very changeable. So it doesn't mind, again, pivoting on a dime or oftentimes, right? So you're like, okay, I'm trying to stay out of the scatteredness. Venus and Pisces is going to help me through this situation with the unconditional love, with the belief in myself, knowing that I'm right where I need to be, intuitively speaking. And then here comes Uranus backing up, going, yup, and you're going in the right direction, boo-boo. Why? Because remember, oh, when we used to say, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, baby, remember. I had to go there. I feel the whole song in my head. Ooh, I was going to blow y'all out real quick, but I'm not going to do that because that's just a little whack. But check this out. Uranus says, remember, I should say, remember during the beginning of the year when Uranus and the North Node was coming together, I have to continue to remind you of that because Uranus has been a big deal this past year. Uranus is like, remember, I'm putting you on track, cuz. Remember, we changed our situation. We changed what we're about to get on the track with the North Node, to get on our purpose right now. So if you stay out of that scatteredness on Tuesday, you figure out what you can do and what you cannot do, execute Gemini style and let it fall where it may. I'm going to take you exactly where the changes are going. Uranus is about quick change. Uranus is about unique change. Uranus is about being the rebel and being unique. Uranus says we're going where we need to go. Do what you can do and fuck the rest. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? All right. Instagram, I got to say goodbye. I'm going to finish this off with YouTube. Please come on over to YouTube at Wordlife. Oh, Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. And we come on 2 days a week now, Monday and Friday. You can get some freestyle Fridays and get some downloads that come through your girl and to share with you. And hopefully they apply to your life and to your heart and to your soul. Come on over, okay? All right, y'all, let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. On Wednesday, again, the moon will be in Virgo. You get that? The moon will be in Virgo. So first and foremost is going to quincux the sun being in Aquarius. The reason why the sun, I should say Virgo energy and Aquarius energy is an irritation. You would think that they would be cut from the same cloth, to be quite honest with you, because they're both really heady. They're both very much into not necessarily practical things, but realism, so to speak, right? Logic and realism run really, really close. They're like cousins and shit. However, Aquarius deals with the cerebral thing, the need to understand, whereas Virgo energy deals with the need to be rooted and to have something to fall back on, have something to be solid, have something to rely on. It's two different types of missions. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the irritation. Whereas Aquarius energy, the sun being an Aquarius energy, says, no, we need to shine just so we know. We need to shine so we can have the information. We need to shine because we're better for it. and we'll better be prepared. Where the moon in Virgo is like, yeah, I'm not talking about shining and being better for it. I just want to make sure the details and the logic is there. There's the quincux. There's the misunderstanding. So tomorrow, when you're nitpicking emotions, Wednesday, when you're nitpicking emotions, it may cause you to go into debates and irritate the fuck out of other people. That's exactly what I wrote. And so loosen the reins a little bit. The irritation may come because there's two battles of different types of logic and understanding. Understanding is understanding. However, you get it, you get it. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter if you're reading it out of a book. It doesn't matter if it's in a Cliff Notes. You have the same situation. You have the same understanding of the book. Then you got the understanding. You comprehend. Why does it matter that you get it the way that a person is supposed to get it, or they see it to be better than the other thing? You get what I mean? I don't know if I said that properly. If Aquarius is debating that we need, that Aquarius energy is debating, oh no, we need to figure it out. We need to be smarter than everybody else. But Virgo energy is, yeah, let's figure it out, but then be service oriented for everybody else to get it and keep it and to understand it. That's a problem right there. One way is not better than the other way if you're pinning it up against one another. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. That's a big freaking deal, in my opinion, because again, when you're sitting in that space and allowing that irritation to take over you, progress is not being made. Get what I'm saying? This week is about that. You're going to be a deer in a headlight and sitting there like, I don't know if I should be logical. I don't know if I should take adventures. I don't know if I should be right. I don't know if I should take this information and build on that. I don't know if I should trust. Like, hey. Like, sometimes you just got to loosen the grip and you just got to go there. I hope that makes sense to a lot of y'all. Most of y'all. On Wednesday, I like this. I love this, and get ready. Venus, it'll probably creep up like Tuesday night for those that are really, really sensitive and intuitive. Going into Wednesday, but Venus will sextile Uranus. That's a big deal. What up, Yaya? How you doing, honey bun? That's a big freaking deal that Venus will go up against, or I should say, come into connection in a harmonious way with Uranus. Remember, Uranus is about freedom on some level. Uranus is about the new. Uranus is about change. Uranus is about instant change, almost surprise change sometimes. And how are those changes coming about? Venus style. Ooh, somebody may meet their cutie pie. Ooh, somebody may get some money out the sky. Like, for real, if Uranus is bringing some surprises, Uranus may bring surprises in the form of, again, money and love, but also in the form of value and self-worth. Squirrel, it ain't nothing like waking up feeling strong from the inside out, knowing exactly why spirit put you on the planet. And you walk outside your door whistling and smelling good, knowing damn well that you are worth being here. You are worth being here. And here's the other catch to that. Nobody else needs to know. Nobody else needs to validate it. Nobody else needs to remind you of it. Nobody else needs to even talk about it. You don't even give a fuck if they think you look cute or not. You don't care if they think, you got a bright smile, or you're smart, or you landed that job, or you got this situation. You don't even care. This is the type of shit with Uranus coming together with Venus. All of a sudden you wake up and you going, I am beautiful. What am I tripping over? I am talented. I done got myself fucked up. Almost instantly, you come to this realization. I need y'all to slide into that space. I need y'all to slide into that space. And I'm going to tell you really quick why. Because again, we are fighting, and I say pushing and trying to evolve and get better up against a system that would rather keep their boot on our necks. And truly in every level, every time we turn around, we see a billboard of this. We hear a song of this. They're programming us on a daily basis to hate ourselves more and more and more and more. So if Uranus is coming together with on Wednesday, showing us that you can actually gain some insight about you, some value, some worthiness about you almost instantly, and in some new and improved type of weird ass individualistic type of way, go for it. And in there lies what I was saying on Friday, the new rituals that you can spark for yourself. When you have this new attitude about self, you start creating these new rituals. I'm not ever drinking soda again. This is just an example. Why should I drink soda again when I know it makes my face itch or my stomach gets a little bloated? I love myself. I love myself and I see myself worthy. And soda is not worthy of my body. It's an example, y'all. When you start feeling this little twitch, this just change of, wait a minute, I feel good about me, then you're not going to do anything for you that brings you down. That's self-love. That's self-love. If you know it's going to leave you feeling weird about it or a little twisted about it, you got to go to a party and have these fake laughs and smiles and shit. You'd never see Sonya at a party with some fake ass smiles. And I'm not bigging myself up, but I am in a sense because that shit is a waste of time. You talking about rituals? That's my ritual, to stay every single place where I'm at that values me. Talk to the people that value me. When these people start to project their insecurities on me, I'm out. When they start to project their insecurities on me and they need to smile and half look happy because I'm out. We ain't got time for that. I'm just saying, is that you or is that just me? I'm just thinking. I had to go hard on that particular aspect. Venus and Uranus coming together in the best way. Suddenly there's love. Also look for new changes in your worthiness. Also that, don't let it pull the wool over your eyes and expect some coins to come too. On Wednesday, it'll seem like the right place at the right time type of situation. Go for it. Feel it and get it on you, as I like to say. The moon is going to be opposition Neptune that day. So bring the details to your imagination. Know what you want and focus on that. That is the way in which that Virgo moon can assist us. That Virgo moon can assist us this week by getting detailed and getting very, very specific about where we want to go, about what we want to do, about the type of love that we need in our lives, about the changes that are happening in and around us, about what we can handle and what we can't handle, because that's a thing too, y'all. That is a thing too. Squirrel, let me get on this little download that's coming through. Oftentimes we prepare ourselves for the greatest of the great. How about you prepare yourself for what's ahead of you? Meaning that, at some point, I want to live with a dope ass, beautiful black or brown man, however he wants to come through, on an island somewhere in a cute little house with my dog, and maybe he has a dog, and we're singing the praises at 70 years old at the nude beach, walking along, swinging and swinging. The point of the matter is that may be a long-term goal. Why am I buying that ticket right now? I'm just saying, what's in front of me? What's happening right now? What am I going to eat tonight, motherfucker, that's going to make my belly happy? That's the real deal I'm talking about. The point of the matter is set things up for you to win, as opposed to having these lofty ideals and dreams that you may or may not reach. That's what Virgo moon can help us with this weekend or this week, is looking at the fact that we need to dream in details. The moon opposition Neptune, dream in the details of a thing. How do I really want it to look like? How do I really want it to feel like? So the universe can conspire to set that shit up when we forget about it, when we go on about our business. Does that make sense? The moon, opposition Neptune, spirituality, intuitiveness. You dig what I'm saying? Bringing in the dreams, but on its own terms and in its own time. Does that make sense to y'all? Yes, y'all? That was good. That felt good coming through, and I want to make sure it hits you. What up, Roxy? And get it on you, mama. Get it on you. What's up, Marissa B? I love that. I love that. The moon, and how about this? At the same time, I just said, say it. It's at the same time that day, the moon will trine Mercury. Your clarity today comes from sticking to the plan and feeling good about the small details that are adding up, bit by bit by bit. Take your time. Not only take your time, but again, one step at a time. You can't plan for 20 years from now today. You can put it out there with vibration, like I just suggested, as that moon goes against Neptune. But at the same time, you can only deal with, you can only handle, you can probably only succeed with what it is in front of you. I can't go to fucking Istanbul and look for the dude and buy the house because that dream may not come up. straight away. Do what I can do now, save the money I can save now to get there. So if dude is not there, at least I'm gonna get my house. You get what I'm saying, y'all? That's how that Virgo moon can help. But again, it's coming with the clarity of Mercury. If the Virgo moon is trining Mercury and Capricorn, there you go. There's a practicality right there. Again, dealing with what's in front of you, communicating what it is that you need, expressing what it is that you need, writing your to-do list, getting organized. That's where that Virgo moon can help you this week. It's also going to quincunx Saturn, so you're not going to feel like doing the work. Okay, that's cool. But this is what I wrote. This is a whole nother twist on it. By day's end, this is Wednesday, work and discipline stops, right? If you push, you may seem to be a little bit detached and uninterested in things. So don't push. The bottom line on Wednesday, when the day is over and your work is done, don't push. Close the computer, turn off your phone, do whatever you need to do to relax. Because if you push, you're going to seem a little cold. If you do that one extra thing, let me send that one other email. Let me make this one call to my aunt. Let me make sure this one is, you may come off really detached and really irritated, and you might as well wait till the next morning. I'm just saying, why show up half-assed if you can't show up good? Why show up half-assed? I think I said that right. Lord of mercy. On Thursday, it's one little aspect on Thursday that I think y'all should take a gander at. The moon is opposition Jupiter. Now, by Thursday, the moon will be in Libra. Yes. So when the moon flies into Libra, that's a whole nother vibration, because now we're focused on partnerships. I said it perfectly. Thank you, Marissa B. I appreciate you. Now it's focused on partnerships. Now we're focused on being a mediator. Now we're focused on doing things that are necessary to bring some type of fairness and justice to the situation without seeming like a victim in the process, right? What I said was learning the benefits from sharing your worth. With the moon in Libra, opposition Jupiter in Aries. Remember, Aries is singular, right? Aries is about themselves. Trust and believe each and every time. They're very, very sweet. Very, very sweet people and very sweet energy to assist you whenever you need. But trust and believe is something in there for them. There's always something in it for them, Aries energy. That's just how they get down. So when that Jupiter energy is coming in Aries style, it's like, here's all the shit for you, baby. Here's all the opportunities, all the skittles, all the rewards, all the awards, all the things for you, right? Well, that moon in Libra is like, wait, hold on though. What about the partner? What about my business partner? What about my personal partner? What about being fair? How about you balance out the blessings? Instead of, I wouldn't say Aries hoards it. I was about to say that, but Aries will take it all and be like, oh, you need something? Oh, you need something, and be the distributor of the goodness. It's like, why? When the moon in Libra is like, yo, be a good partner, cuz, and just give it away and share the blessings as they come in. That's all I want to leave y'all with. That's something to remember on Thursday. Because the more we share, the more we receive. That is in my opinion, I'm straight up and say it, that is the rule for abundance, is to always give away. Not give away everything and leave yourself desolate. That would be stupid. I'm talking about give away as you receive, one for you and then one for them. 2 for you if you get 5, and 2 for them. 1 for God. The point of the matter is that you have to share in who you are. That's how Abundantia works. That's how these wonderful angels and these guides around us work. They watch us and they listen to our internal conversations. Trust and believe. If you are handing somebody a piece of bread, but in your brain, you're like, this motherfucker don't need this bread. They got a whole loaf at home. It's not coming from a place of sharing. It's coming from a place of obligation. It's coming from a place of trying to prove that if that motherfucker does have bread or not. Give the bread because you want to give the bread. Don't judge what God is going to do with that bread or why this person has this bread in the first place. Your angels and your ancestors are watching you do good or not. I feel kind of passionate about that, obviously, in this moment. And I'm gonna say why, because I just got to download that, folks are racing towards the finish line, whatever fucking finish line they feel that's available. Folks want to get this. They want to do for they want to, I need to get this. I need to feel better. I need to take care of every opportunity. I need to learn spirituality. I need to be a goddamn monk. I need to be I need to do this. I need to be a yogi. I need to improve. Everybody's so hell bent on being better, doing better. And I am too, but there's no rush in it. And it ain't singular. Oftentimes we do better and do well when we're with other people. And when we're sharing each other's information, and when you can sit there and listen to people's stories. Have you ever had, I know I'm fucking squirreling out, y'all, but forgive me. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? And here's the deal. You allow them to talk the whole time because they need to get it out. And we have those conversations. Well, we just need to get it out. But here's the deal. You learn something about yourself without even saying anything by listening to somebody else. Yes, y'all? I'm just saying. You learn sometimes about yourself and what you can handle, your strength meter, if you're compassionate or not, a whole host of shit by just listening to what other people go through. That's sharing. That's sharing. Even if you're not saying, oh, well, I got one better. I did this and this and this and this. No, you're sharing by listening and understanding and seeing yourselves in other people. That's growing. That's maturing. I'm just saying. So try your best on Thursday to balance that shit out. The blessings that's coming through with the partners and people that are around you that can benefit from some of those blessings too. And watch more blessings come to you tenfold. Just watch. Don't be so greedy. On Friday, again, the moon is in Libra. But bless it, the moon is in Libra. Now it's trining that Mars and Gemini. Why? Because Libra and Libra and Gemini love each other. They're trine. They're 120 degrees away from one another. No? To all the astrology students. So it's a trine. It's harmonious. Move on what's real, tangible, and decisive. You are supported once you make up your mind. I have to say that very, very clear, because that moon, or I should say Libra energy, is very, very, very indecisive. So we're coming out of Virgo moon being analysis paralysis and not being able to make a decision because they want to be perfect oftentimes, right? That energy does. And sliding into the moon in Libra that just can't make a motherfucking decision. You understand what I'm saying? So make a decision. Hopefully, maybe if you're plagued with some type of this hard decision to make this week, hurry up by Friday. Why? Because by that time, it'll align with Mars. And when it aligns with Mars in the best way possible, you're able to execute harmoniously on the same vibration, especially if you're a fire sign or air sign yourself. It'll work fabulously for you. So make your decisions, jump, y'all. It's time to jump with a little bit of knowledge and understanding, but then close your eyes and go. On Friday, also that moon in Libra will quincunx Uranus. You may not want to include your partners, business or personal, on some things that you're changing in your life, but you may feel that it's too premature. Make the decisions. It's not premature. The point of the matter is that the irritation comes because, again, you can't make the decision, right? You can't make the decision on the changes that need to be made. So you become indecisive. And you feel like if I make these decisions, that it's a little bit too soon. In my opinion, no, and very no. Why? Because we've been in this situation. We've been harping on what it is we need. We've been praying on what it is that we want. Uranus has been working for us. So if we go against Uranus that day, putting it on the fact that, I don't have enough information that moon and Libra wants to say, or I have to put it on my honey. I'll call you when they get home. Or if my husband wants to do it, then possibly maybe we can do this change. And if this one wants to do it, no, don't do that. Don't put it on somebody else. Don't put your fear of changing and being decisive on the next person. That's on Friday. That's a big deal because we slide into that shit. We do that very, very conveniently. We will always point the finger at somebody else when it comes to us being afraid. Oh, I can't move because I have to take care of this one. Oh, I can't go to the store right now because I have so much work to do at home. Or I can't go on that trip to, Aruba, blah, 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 because I have such and such to do, blah, 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 blah. When are you going to not do it? When you going to slide into the change, y'all? is the point, is what that's saying on Friday. Mercury is conjunct in Pluto. Ooh, I like this. Clear, concise, authoritative thoughts and understanding bring about powerful transformation. Convince yourself of your greatness. Capricorn gets to the top of the mountain, y'all. Capricorn gets there. Did y'all hear what I said? So if Mercury is in Capricorn, Pluto is in Capricorn, they're sitting right on top of each other on Friday. It's about the plans. It's about the thoughts that you have, the conversations that you have that are going to help to transform your life, to get you to the top of the mountain. Go there. And here's the thing. If some people think you too stuck up, and that these are these weird ass titles and goddamn perceptions that people, especially in the ghetto, put on you. That's for damn sure. People and I say ghetto. I did say ghetto. I said in these low income areas in which we've been taught to be crabs in the motherfucking barrel, right? Oh, she's bougie. Oh, their nose is in the air. Oh, they're this and that. And I slip, and I may say it because it's conditioning, right? But it is a judgment. It is a judgment about what one can do versus what the other think they cannot do. And when that Capricorn energy comes into play in Mercury and with Pluto, you're going to look like a you're going to look powerful as fuck. And some people may not like it. Some people may not like the fact that your chest is pumped out a little bit more and it's transforming you to move into places and spaces in which they couldn't even fucking dream of. That's not your problem, cuz. That's not your problem. Now, the thing about it is you can't abuse this power, please. Please and very please. It's not about abusing it. It's just about being it. Body it. Embody it, but body it. Like put it all on you, put it all in you, and just walk into the room. And if people happen to get shaked by you walking into the room, that's their problem. That's a reflection of them. You don't have to play into their shake. That's right. Get scared. That's not necessary, cuz. Just be bright and beautiful and transform your life. I'm just saying. On Friday. On Friday, the moon and Venus will be a little bit of quincunx. Now, even though you feel powerful, you may feel the need to overthink and outthink another as it takes away from your freedom and your unconditional love and your peace. So you want to outthink another by letting them know that you're smarter than them. And then at the same time, your peace is being rattled. Come on, y'all. We talk about that all the time. Don't do that. Peace is important. And pick your battles. This is on Friday. On Friday, also the moon will trine the sun. And you may go to bed, or I should say, the moon is trining the sun in the evening. So you may feel this towards the end of the day and into bedtime, right? So this is why I said you may go to bed with good conversations and a good book. Free your mind of opinions that do not pertain to you. Ooh-wee. Go to bed on Friday, minding your business. That's all I'm going to say. Mind your business. I say that to Mystic all the time because she's always into some shit with her Virgo rising ass. She's so goddamn nosy at the dog park. I'm like, mind your business. The dogs are playing. She's like, they look like they fighting. Do you see them? Do you see them? Virgo energy is always there to service, always there to be of service, but sometimes it can be a little bit too nosy. But this is what I feel about this situation. Although this is not a Virgo moon situation, it's a Libra situation. But that Libra situation can make you a little bit nosy too. Because Libra energy can be petty about all the information that it needs in order to feel like it's the cardinal leader, the leader of the brain. So the bottom line is like, free your mind with good conversation, with understanding. But remember, you don't have to out one the other. Pay attention to what's going on in your life. Pay attention to what the information that you need to receive and need to talk about. And mind your gosh darn business is all I'm going to say. On Saturday, a couple of things are happening. That moon slides from Leo. Why I keep saying it? The moon flies from Libra to Scorpio. The moon goes into Scorpio at 1:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. And then Mercury goes into Aquarius, a whole nother vibration. So now that we had Mercury in Capricorn, we've all been thinking like bosses, trying to get to the next best thing, trying to build, again, trying to climb the mountain like that goat does, right? We have all been in that headspace. But on Saturday, when And when Mercury goes into Aquarius, it's about our friendships. It's about reaching out to our friendships and what it is that they need and want, what we can consider for them. It's about reaching out and doing some humanitarian work, some philanthropic work, about doing things again, nonprofit kind of situation. It's about the people. It's about being detached and thinking detached in a way, so your emotions don't get caught up into some shit. It's really about seeing people and situations from a blanketed standpoint, like I should say, from a detached standpoint, so you don't get tripped up in your emotions and you can have a clear understanding of why people do what they do. It's nothing like that, y'all. It's nothing like having a clear conversation with someone and being able to understand their point of view, even though you don't agree with them. Even though you don't agree with them, you can go, you know what? That doesn't work for me, but I can see how you got there. That's what Mercury and Aquarius wants to do in its detached state of being, as it's going to ride in Aquarius for a couple of weeks. I don't see that, but I get it. I don't know why. I should say I would not have done that, but I would not have done that, but I see why you did it. You understand that Aquarius Mercury information, it allows you to think and process information again from a realistic standpoint, so everybody can get along, so there's no confrontation. You understand? That's the beauty of that. And among some other things. On Saturday, the moon will trine Saturn, time to get to work, tighten up on your discipline. On Saturday, the moon will square Pluto, however. When that moon goes into to Libra, it's going to square Pluto because Pluto is in Capricorn. So there's the power play again, right? Partners want, okay, yeah, that's the deal. You may want to one up your partner in some kind of way. You may want to one up to show that you need to win, that you need to be the fair one. You don't have to do that. Saturday is a really interesting day in that way. Again, I hate to sound like I'm saying the things over and over and over again, but it is about sometimes picking your battles, y'all. For real. Allowing people to just go on by in traffic. You understand what I'm saying? Allow people to just, I don't know why people do that. Why do people just race you to get to the goddamn red light? Like, that's just so stupid. You gonna race to get to the red light? You wanna go before me? Okay, go on. Because that moon squaring Pluto will allow you to emotionally react the moon in a way that can add some disturbance. Pluto. Again, when Pluto gets mad, when it gets rattled by that square of emotions, it blows shit up. It's destructive. It's incredibly destructive. Okay? So you don't want that. You don't want the smoke. The moon in Libra also squares Mercury that day. So watch out for the things that you say. They might sound cold as ice when another is trying to be of assistance. And remember to ask someone first. So the bottom line is remember the things that you say. And as you say it, you may appear to be, again, detached, cold, as a matter of fact, to some people, and it may not go off well. Or you may be asked to, I should say, you may assist someone without even asking if they need help. Then your feelings can get hurt. Then that moon will get hurt. Nobody asked you. I can't stand that. I mean, here's the deal. We all kind of want to be of service in some kind of way. We want to assist. We see a need, and then we want to fulfill that need sometimes without having people to ask, because that seems kind, right? But for this day, for sure, and in general, it helps us to communicate a little bit more clearly, because we can't assume that everybody wants what it is we think that they need. We can't assume that. So questions qualifying a situation helps us to come to a better understanding of things. Does that make sense? Y'all kind of quiet today. Does that make sense to you? For instance, I put my toilet paper on the toilet bowl behind me in this cute little basket, because when Mystic was a puppy, I didn't want her to come and mess up the toilet paper. You know what I mean? So I have guests that come over here and always want to put my toilet paper on the roll on the wall next to the goddamn toilet. And I had to tell them, yo, no, the toilet paper goes behind you. Well, I thought I was helping. Well, did you ask me? Did you ask me why is the toilet paper behind us when we sit on the toilet bowl. It's a very weird example, y'all, but I'm doing my best to explain what that moon squaring Mercury looks like on Saturday. Ask the question is the point, because you don't know why people got certain rhythms and rhymes for their own season. And we sit back and we think we know a person for all their lives, but people change. People change at the drop of a dime without telling you nothing. And they're not obligated to tell you anything. Instead of getting your feelings hurt, though, you might want to ask to see if you can, be of some real service instead of being outdated. On Sunday, the moon goes into Scorpio, as it already is. When the moon is in Scorpio, it's an interesting thing. It becomes very determined, very passionate. It can be slightly vengeful when that moon goes into Scorpio. So be careful. It is actually going to quincunx Jupiter, and it's going to quincunx Mars when the moon is in Scorpio. So the need to control your blessings and your happiness so it's not fleeting. That's not your job. When the moon is in Scorpio and it's going up against and quincunx in this Jupiter, you may want to control your blessings that are coming in. Scorpio energy is so controlling. Just like Capricorn, incredibly controlling. Okay, but Scorpio controls from a space of it doesn't want to get hurt. It doesn't want to feel vengeful. It doesn't want to be overly determined and passionate about a thing. So it tries its best to control a situation so they feel safe, right? However, you can control it a little bit too much, and the need to control your happiness so it doesn't go away, holding on and possessing all of those Jupiter blessings that come in, it might backfire on you, boo-boo. So watch out on Sunday. Also, that moon in Scorpio, the need to control, to power trip on a shit, and your hypersensitivity. Moon in Scorpio, I think, is the most hypersensitive moon sign that we can have. It's not to say sensitive like emotions, although there may be a time or two in which we cry, but sensitive in a way in which you can sense and feel everything that's going on around you. That's going to throw off quincunx movements, Mars, anger, confrontation. So your hypersensitivity of yours or another, it may somehow create you not feeling easy. You want to be sensitive about everything that's going on. So every little thing that wants to go on is going to tick you off. Or everything that goes on is going to tick you off. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? Now you want to bust into fighting, bust into disagreeing, bust into, I'm getting the fuck up out of here, not knowing why. Just leaving too prematurely or not taking your time in a thing. This is Sunday. A big deal. That's a big deal. Also on Sunday, the moon is opposition. Last thing is opposition Uranus. Watch this irritation with the moon being quincunx in Jupiter and Mars, right? It says watch that irritation because it can get in the way of the changes that need to happen. And that's on its way. Strong arming or possessing may impede on individuality. Balance out the determination with the need to pivot. Balance out your determined feel with the need to pivot. That moon being in Scorpio is like, I'm irritated by the fact that I need to change, but these blessings are for me and only me. I got to control it. I got to feel what this feels like. Well, you may miss the pivot. You may miss the change that's coming around. You may miss the fact that there are some things for you, but because you're so sensitive about it, you don't know how to direct it. So you want to hoard it for yourself. That may cause problems, y'all. All I'm saying is be easy on yourself on Sunday. Sunday is the day in which we look at the blessings that are around us, and you may intuit some things that are not right. Talk about them instead of reacting to them. That's the deal, because then you can see how to better assist your emotional body and those that are around you, and how everybody can benefit from whatever blessings that come your way. I'm just saying. I hope that made sense. This is a pretty quiet day. Are y'all okay? Do y'all have any questions? I want to do my best to answer questions, that's for sure, because I noticed in Friday's broadcast, there were a few questions that I missed, and I'm so sorry that I did, because they were really good questions, and I don't know if the person is on here to ask them again or not, so I don't want to bring them up. But do me a favor, when you have a question, put a bunch of question marks in front of the actual question, so that can spark me as to being a question, like there's a question. Otherwise, me and my blind 52-year-old ass, I can't see what's what. What? You on the gas today? I am. Oh, I don't see any questions in here. I don't see any questions in here. However, if you are a person that wants a really quick read, please put up your sun, your moon, and your rising sign and indicate which is which. Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Also, you can put up any questions again by putting the question marks in the front of the, sort of like when you write Spanish. When you put Spanish on the question marks on the front of the sentence and the end of the sentence. Hi, Anthony. However, I'd love your rising and your moon as well. That's what I'm asking for, sir. Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Oh, there you go. These things must be coming in on a delay. Oh, you welcome, Miss J. I'm glad it hit. Because sometimes when I'm on here, when I'm saying, are y'all here? I'm not thinking what I'm saying is hitting you. To be truthful with you. That's why I'm like, did y'all hear me? Did y'all get that? So Anthony has a Libra rising. He is a Gemini and he has a Cap moon. I'm gonna read you real quick and then I'm gonna read somebody else. The thing that gets me is that Libra and Cap is a square. So how you present yourself as a Libra, charming, you present as a Libra because the rising is, again, you with clothes on. It's the first thing that goes out into the world. So people see Libra, they don't see Gemini yet, right? They see the charming, very that's the wrong word, Sonia. The charming, very diplomatic, incredibly fair, ladies' man, so to speak, that kind of energy that comes off straight away. All about partnerships. Libra rising people are always looking for the best partners, whether it's personal or business. They go out in the world thinking that, okay, I can ride with this one, I can be with this one, or I need a partner to go to the store with. Always looking for somebody to rock with. That Libra rise though, and that Capricorn moon is at odds. Because Capricorn moon don't give a fuck about being sociable like the Libra does, or the Cap or the Gemini for that matter. And the Capricorn moon is about their business. It's about being serious. It's about making their money. It's about reaching the top. Also, Capricorn moon has a very interesting way of sliding into depression. And I mentioned this before, and I will always mention it, especially public, because I need to. Capricorn moon people need to realize that you can literally pull yourself into a depressive state if you're not careful. Why? And I explained this before. Hopefully you'll get it again. Is how when we're climbing up that mountain for you, Anthony, emotionally wanting to sustain or get that job or be important to yourself and to other people, that's the deal. That's the deal about Capricorn moon, because they have such a judgment about what's important and what's not important. From an emotional standpoint, Capricorn moon always looks at something or somebody and puts them on a pedestal, or put something on a pedestal in order to aspire to be like that. That is the path of the mountain I should walk up on. But it's an emotional trick. You know why? A real fucking sick trick. I'm gonna be truthful with you. You know why? Because not everybody, I don't care who you are, is equipped and apt to take the same route as you or you as them. So if you're looking at something, putting something on the importance, creating this path to go up the mountain, emotional mountain, when as soon as you hit a roadblock, as soon as you hit a detour, Capricorn moon people will slide into depression because that's not the way it was set up in their mind to win. Anthony, I hope this is making sense to you. It's really, really, really interesting in that way, right? Because for some reason, people don't think Capricorn moon people can be bothered by any fucking thing, right? I'm serious. I don't cry. I don't get shook too much. I'm on my path. I'm doing my thing. And for you, Anthony, that Libra shows up like, yep. And I'm charming with it. And I'll buy everybody in the bar a drink, or y'all can buy me a drink because I'm so goddamn fly. And then that Gemini sun is like, yes. And I'm watching everybody. I know exactly what to say and how to say it, how to negotiate some things and get us out of trouble when we need to. Y'all just have to watch. I say y'all, like, yeah, because there's a lot of different personalities within our own personality. You just have to watch how that moon is handling situations and how that moon needs to emote. So the Gemini and the Libra can have a clear slate of intellectualizing what they need to intellectualize and then setting up what they need to set up to win. Really. Now, Moon and Capricorn is getting you there, but every now and again, you got to take a chance. Take a stop and cry and get it out. Feel your frustrations so you're not carrying that burden on your shoulder by yourself. That's all I got for you. I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't know what that means. Your Mercury and your Venus are in Gemini. What do we do with that? Sweetie Pie Face, this is a quick read. I appreciate that you know your chart, but if I give you so much time, I'm taking away from everybody else. And this is free 99, motherfucker. You better set up a reading. Somebody with a Capricorn moon knows that. So you can go to my website at any time and set up a reading. I'd be happy to oblige, and I'll read your whole chart as much as I can. So let me read the next person real quick. Anybody else? Marissa. And look at that. This is real cute and interesting. Marissa has a she has a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and a Sagittarius rising. A Virgo sun, a Virgo moon, and a Sagittarius rising. Somebody said, did I get your donation? Hey, so happy I caught you live. Did you get my donation? Not sure, but probably did. And the only reason why I'm saying not sure because I don't know what your real name is. The handle is the handle, but is that handle within the name? But thank you. Thank you if you sent it. Yeah. Anybody else want to leave a donation? Please, I appreciate it. Or share this information, share this link, subscribe to my channel. I'd so appreciate it so I can grow this channel a little bit more. All the prompts for the donation are in the description box below the video. Cash App and Venmo and PayPal. Okay. All right. Marissa said, I'm here listening intently. Virgo moon, Virgo sun, and what we say is, wait, hold on. Sagittarius rising. Now bust this. Did you know that Virgo and Sagittarius is a square? So automatically, and I need to reiterate why I read the sun, the moon, and the rising before I go into yours, Marissa. Thank y'all for your patience. Why? Is because they are the three, in my opinion, most powerful energies that come off of your body, your personality type on a daily basis. You're either your sun sign, you true and true, through and through, your ego self, vulnerable and naked. You're either your rising sign, the energy that's protecting your vulnerable sun. So that would be you with clothes on going out into the world, right? And then your moon is your emotional knee-jerk reaction to everything that goes on around you, right? So you are you protect yourself with your rise, and this is how you emote. Somebody cutting you off in traffic, somebody making you cry, somebody making you mad, somebody making you happy. That's how you emote. So we're in one of those three places at least 80% of the day. You dig what I'm saying? That's why it's important to know. So I want to tell you this, Marissa, that your sun and moon being Virgo is a direct square to your rising. So how you appear in the world, your rising sign being Sagittarius, happy-go-lucky, always seeing a possibility and a solution for every single thing. Sagittarius rising always finds the humor in something, always finds the adventure, the education, the need to explore and expand, not only on their intellect, but just in their experience. And you want to share that experience. It's actually really, really awesome to have Sag on the rise because it allows you to approach life in a way that's not only exciting, but again, adventurous, and you welcome it. So all the blessings come to you. All the feel goods come to you because that's what you're putting out. You dig? Sagittarius on the rise sometimes, honestly, can also feel free, but it can also feel its freedom being threatened as well. And when Sagittarius rise, people feel their freedom being threatened, they bank left real quick. They'll disappear on a motherfucker real quick. And sometimes they can utilize humor and that need to bank left and disappear as a deflection for getting into their emotional body. Sagittarius rising and Sagittarius energy has a very difficult time dealing with emotions on some level. It's not to say they're not emotional. It's not to say they can't be emotional to help another or assist another, but they'd rather not go deep and dirty with it. Why? Because they're already trying to figure out how to make up for whatever the fuck happened. If they were to blame, if somebody else was to blame, they're too fast. Sagittarius rising looking for the solution, looking for the feel good before they're able to heal through the shit. And the only way that you can heal through the shit is by going there, not by masking it with humor, boo-boo. That's all I want to say. However, that Sagittarius rise goes against what Virgo wants. Virgo's like, why are you going out there with this funny all the gosh darn time? Why are you being such a truth slayer and having foot and mouth disease and telling the truth off the cuff when actually we care about people? The Virgo in you is like, we actually care and want to service people. So oftentimes the Sag gets you in trouble. The Sag and its honesty and its off the cuff kind of way of giving off even positivity, but more so truth that can actually cut a motherfucker. It is pushing off this energy that the Virgo has to clean up. Ooh, you get that? Because the Virgo is totally contrary than that Sag energy. And the Virgo's like, yeah, we didn't have to say it like that. Like, goddamn, couldn't you put a little conjunction in the middle of that so it can make it sound a little bit more pleasant, like it was seamless a little bit? So the Virgo does what? Overcompensate. Instead of taking care of one of their children, you want to take care of all of their children because a Sag called them a big buster. You fucking, the Sag rise cursed them out. I don't know if y'all get this. Do you get this, Marissa? I'm just saying. The Virgo in you, again, will overcompensate and try to do more for what it is your truth was slaying with. You don't need to do that. Be who you are, know who you are. But the bottom line is this, is learning how to balance out those two contrary feelings. Those two contrary feelings in the best way possible. It helps you to grow. Squares always help you to grow. You just have to see the beauty in both vibrations. And the beauty in that Sag vibration is getting the information, getting the adventure, getting the solution. The Virgo has to say, okay, let me take that adventurous idea, that adventurous thing that I just got, pulled into, and put some details on that, put some organization on that. Got it. Got what you want to give, Sag. Now let me handle my magic by making it all understood and comprehensible and ready and organized to go for everybody else to take part in it. Y'all both have two different jobs. And when they fight, it's not nice. Just do your job separately and go on about your business. I hope that makes sense. All right, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all want me to pull a card? I will. It is 2:30 and I've been on here for a little bit of time. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your kind comments too. I get some wonderful DMs from people that leave me testimonies and what it is that comes through. And I can't tell y'all how much that warms me, like for real. I'm not the type of person that posts testimonies all the time. I'm just weird like that. I don't know why. I'm not going to explain myself, but I do know that I'd rather feel it in my heart than put it on display. And those that need to get a reading with me, connect with me, come to a workshop on this Saturday, talking about love and astrology and intimacy at Soul Supreme Studio. Information's in the description box below. All of those that need to find me, they find me. It's up to God. We don't have to push in doing shit. We don't have to hustle in doing anything. We just have to do the work and allow the energy to come back to us. That's the way I see things anyway. All right. So, no, Marissa, that's wrong, honey. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me stay out of your business. Apparently, Courtney wants her chart or wants a copy of her chart. Thank you, Jay Walker. Oh, I haven't seen you in a minute. Sweetie pie face. Yes, I'm sorry, Marissa. I was all in you and Courtney's business. She can absolutely go to alabe.com or Astrolab. I mean, that is Astrolab or Cafe Astrology. But I like alabe.com because it gives you a little bit of a synopsis at the end of it once you put your time and your date and your place of birth. A lot of these other websites, they'll just give you your chart and then you're looking at it like it's freaking Mandarin or something. You're like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Alabe.com gives you a little synopsis on the bottom so you can get started understanding your chart. All right, y'all. I'm going to pull a card for the week. And all I have to say is that I just pray that this information landed in a way that can help to service your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. Help you make the perfect decision for you and your life, for you and your sanity. You understand? That's all. I'm just here to share. And hopefully it helps you and hopefully it helps me at this moment. All right? Thank you, God. Great Mother, Father, God, and all our guardian angels and ancestor spirits, please allow us to pick the card that'll better serve us in the way that we need to be serviced today. Please light around this situation and allow us to see exactly what it is that you want us to see today. Bless this moment, bless this time. Amen. Shame. Ha! How about that? As I sips the last bit of my orange juice, it's a thunderbolt moment, y'all. It's a thunderbolt moment. I love this card. I absolutely do. Check this out. This card shows a tower being burned, destroyed, blown apart. A man and a woman are leaping from it, not because they want to, but because they have no choice. In the background is a transparent, meditating figure representing the witnessing consciousness. You might be feeling shaky right now, as if the earth is rocking beneath your feet. Your sense of security is being challenged, and the natural tendency is to try to hold on to whatever you can. That's that Virgo moon logic. Bust that. But this inner earthquake is both necessary and tremendously important. If you allow it, you will emerge from the wreckage stronger and more available for new experiences. Eyebrow, exclamation. After the fire, the air is replenished. I'm sorry. After the fire, the earth is replenished. After the storm, the air is clear. Try to watch the destruction with detachment, Aquarius, almost as if it were happening to somebody else. Say yes to the process by meeting it halfway. Ashe, ashe, amen, amen. I hope that assists you in some kind of way today. Allow this thunderbolt, allow the earthquake of sorts, and many, many blessings to those over in Turkey. But allow the situation to shake up around you and not to get caught in your logical mind, not to get caught in your realistic mind, and allow things to fall where they may, because a new you is erected. You know that. You know that. So there's no need to hold on to things that don't matter. It's no need to hold on to things that keep proving I'm going to be better the next time and the next time. Sir, ma'am, you had 17 times to get your shit together. I'm over it. I'm shaking you off with everybody else falling off the building, off the tower. Y'all got that? Let it fall and do what you need to do. Do what you came here to do. I pray that you share this information with those that mean something to you and that you have an awesome, awesome weekend. Okay. I'll see y'all on Friday. I'm going to be on here giving y'all some freestyles. Bye. Much love to you.